Hi, it's Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Your home sold, guaranteed, or I'll buy it. Thanks for taking a minute to listen in. In a moment, I'll share with you some valuable information about this topic on Mills Act California rules. Owners of some beautiful, old, ornate lofts may save many thousands of dollars per year on property taxes. If you see any properties in this video that you find interesting or you would like any additional information, we will gladly send you a property information packet of any loft, condo, or house, or we'll arrange for a private preview upon request. If you have a home you'd like to sell, you should know that I will guarantee the sale of your present home at a price acceptable to you, or I'll buy it for cash. This guarantee will allow you to buy your next home without worrying about selling your present home. To find out how much you could sell your home for, call me at 213-880-9910 now. So, Mills Act California rules. The LA Loft blog is the authority of downtown Los Angeles real estate, and a number of lofts are in historic buildings that have been approved for Mills Act property tax savings. This is one of them right there. The Mills Act is a California state law allowing cities such as Los Angeles and many other cities, I think pretty much any city can offer it, and a lot of them do. So they can enter into contracts with the owners of historic structures to provide a reduction of property taxes in exchange for the continued preservation of the property. Property owners usually report significant tax savings, often around 63%. The city must designate the building as a landmark or a structure of merit, or the building must be in a historic district. Here on the link on the LA Loft blog, you just go to Mills Act California Rules post, and if you scroll down, you'll actually see the application page for the city of Los Angeles. So that's going to be mostly appealing to developers or people who are thinking about converting an old building, into a historic building, and getting it approved for the Mills Act savings. Normally, developers will do that when they're converting an old building into condominiums, so that by the time the first unit sells, it already has approval for Mills Act. Condo associations then negotiate with the city. Initially, the developer has already set up a condominium homeowners association, even before the homeowners have purchased the first property there. The historic building must maintain the original architecture, especially the look of the exterior facade, and often the doors and the windows need to be original, or they need to look original. Or occasionally they might get a special exemption. He still has fuzz stuck in his teeth. Each building must create a separate contract with the city, which are automatically renewed each year after 10 years. The city or owner may decide not to renew. Either one can cancel or not renew. Here's some information that we really haven't been able to find out the details on, but this makes it pretty clear. Valuation rules for Mills Act property tax benefits. Property taxes are recalculated using a complicated formula, with the valuation determined by the income method in the Revenue and Taxation Code, section 439.21. The income projected for owner-occupied property is based on comparable rents for similar property in the area. If sufficient rental information is available, the income could be reasonably expected to produce under prudent management. In the case of income-producing property, the income amount is based on rent actually received on typical rents received for similar properties having similar uses. The capitalization rate for both owner-occupied and income property is determined by adding together an interest component, a historic property risk component, an amortization component, and a property tax component. Below is a hypothetical example of how the Mills Act allows a $500,000 loft to be taxed as if it were only a $181,000, $552 property. So here is the example of the property tax calculation. You take the current assessed valuation. Let's say for this example, the loft is worth $500,000. So the current taxes would be about around $6,250, which is roughly $500,000 times 1.25%, maybe a little bit more than that. So you do the recalculation using the Mills Act assessment method, which is the gross income, or normal expected gross income for that type of property. Let's say it would be approximately $28,800 a year, which is $2,400 a month times 12 months. Then you subtract the expenses, which would be about $4,000 for insurance, repairs, and utilities. And then you get out of that your net income, which is about $24,800. So then you take the capitalization rate, which is about 13.66%, and you get that by adding the interest component, which would be about 6.75%, plus the historic property risk component, about 4%, the amortization component, around 1.67%, and the property tax component, about 1.24%, probably a little bit more. Those rates are approximated, and they're definitely subject to change. So the new valuation for the property is, instead of $500,000, it's $181,552. So that's what the owner will be paying taxes on instead of the $500,000. So that's going to save you about 63% roughly on the taxes. It's going to vary. For one thing, every 6 months the values could go up or down, plus the other things could change, plus some of those numbers might have already changed. So that does give you the best description, most detailed, of how to calculate the Mills Act savings and how homeowners usually tell us they only pay about 1/3 of the normal tax. And so that explains how and why that figure arrives. So on this same post on the LA Loft blog is a Mills Act condo listings in downtown Los Angeles, a request for a list of Mills Act lofts for sale. Just fill out this online form for free. It's a real short form there. Click submit. There's also some buttons here to look at all the properties for lease around downtown and all the properties for sale. And here's another Mills Act property here. This one is pretty cool. And that's it. Thanks for taking a look at this. And as I mentioned, a property information packet of any of these lofts or private preview is available upon request. Call 213-880-9910 now. And I'm Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Thanks for listening in. And thanks again. You take care. Corey Chambers in Los Angeles. Your home sold guaranteed, or I'll buy it. You take care. Bye-bye.